and welcome back. I've decided to create a series all about the environment, sharing different areas within the environment each video. So each time I put a video up, it will say the environment and then the topic I'll be talking about. So this video is about pollution and this is the first one of the series. I hope these videos are informative and give you some more information on how we can reduce the topic as like pollution, how we can reduce pollution, or give you more understanding on how we can improve an area, so like recycling. But let's start. Pollution is when harmful materials enter the environment. These harmful materials are called pollutants. These can be natural or man-made and they damage the air, water and land. Pollutants can come from anywhere. Most common things that they can come from, as people know, are car spues from engine pipes, burning coal for electricity, garbage and pesticides. Pollution is a global problem. Many people think that it's just in cities rather than the countryside, and this is majority correct. But it doesn't just stay in one place. Pollution travels everywhere. Like, if it gets in the wind from air pollution, in our streams, in the ocean, it could end up anywhere in the world. So if you throw a bit of rubbish in the lake, it's not going to stay in the lake that you threw it in. It could end up anywhere else. And the poor marine life, like some marine life eat this rubbish, if it's plastic or something, thinking it's food, and then they get pollution inside of them, which can kill them sometimes and can make them terribly ill, and this is something that we do not want to do. We want to protect the marine life, not harm it. Air pollution is obviously pollutants that are now up in the air in the sky. These can be visible or invisible. So visible pollution can be seeing smoke come out of a car exhaust. Invisible could be if someone is finding it hard to breathe and their eyes are burning. Unfortunately, air pollution can increase risk of lung disease, which is very upsetting to learn that fact about it. Causes of air pollution can be natural disasters like volcanic ash, fossil fuels, cars and factories, smog and greenhouse gases. From the increase in air pollution, it is increased global warming. So by global warming getting worse and the temperatures rising in the world, it causes ice to melt, which increases sea levels. So by everything increasing, everything else increases, which is not good. So if water and sea levels rises, this can be a horrible thing for countries that are very low to sea level, as with the sea rising, it could mean that the sea starts to come inland, then taking over the cities or homes that are there. So by global warming, people could potentially lose homes in the future if we don't do anything to slow it down and eventually stop it. Water pollution isn't always the dirty, mucky, stinky water that you may think it is. Sometimes polluted water can look clear and healthy, but it could be full of chemicals that are colourless and scentless. So please be extremely careful if you're definitely in an area you're not too familiar on. But polluted water is really hazardous. We're filled with chemicals. Please do not drink it or swim in it, as it will seep through your skin and make you extremely ill. There has been cases where humans have indirectly had polluted water, and this is where they've eaten fish from polluted water and the fish had ingested it, therefore they ingested it when they ate the fish. Causes of polluted water can be natural sources, so oil or something like this seeping through into the seabed or into streams, polluting the water that way. Mining, factories, human activities, people putting chemicals or oil into the waterways, and then oil spills. Land pollution is when harsh chemicals seep into the earth. The most common land pollution is pesticides and fertiliser. These can harm animals, plants, and even us humans. If fertiliser or pesticide is used onto fruit and veg, this fruit and veg can absorb it, and then when we eat it, this can potentially make us ill. Land pollution is when our rubbish is put into the landfill or the ocean. The chemicals that are in some of the rubbish that goes to landfill seeps into it, and which is just so unhealthy for the earth, and it can seep in and damage all the earth below it. And if it's near some ocean or a stream, it can then seep the chemicals from the landfill into the stream as well, which will then cause water pollution on top of the land pollution. With rubbish going into landfill as well as the ocean rubbish will then harm marine life and any wildlife that lives around the ocean and can be a potential harm to them as well. If cities try and burn their rubbish, which I'm aware some cities do, this could be a problem solved for the land pollution. However, it will cause air pollution from the burning itself and the smoke going up into the air. So, in one hand, it could be a good thing to reduce the pile of waste that you have, but then it would also create more air pollution. So either way, it's not a good solution of doing this. Recycling. Recycling is something that I know we are all very aware of, and most people I know do actually do this and do it pretty well, but it's just getting more understanding on what can be recycled, what can be composted, and what can't actually be recycled even though you may think it can. Some items that we recycle, I will do another video on this, but I thought I'll just give a little bit of information now. Some things that we think we can recycle, we actually can't. We just need to look at what type of number it is. If you ever see like the little triangle on the packaging that has a number inside, each number means whether it can be recycled or not, and I will go through this in my other video, as I said. But recycling is a great way to reduce waste and reduce the rubbish that goes into the landfill and the ocean. Another way to reduce pollution is something that I thought I'd never have to say in a video, as I thought it was something important and that we all knew, and that is to not litter. There are so many people out there that still litter, and it makes me really sad to think that people think it's okay to do this, and it is really not. That one bit of litter could harm an animal, a sea creature, or something like that, and they just don't think like this, and I can't understand why. But something that really annoyed me and made me realise how many people think littering is okay is when here in the UK we had the heat waves, and for the first weekend I think people could actually go out in a sense. After lockdown, so many people went to the beach, and when they left, the amount of rubbish that was left on that beach was heartbreaking. It was so horrible and embarrassing to see so many people leave that kind of litter on a beach. The poor beach thought it was having like a detox or something from all the rubbish, and then these people go and leave so much. I just couldn't believe it, and I felt horrible in the fact that people think it's okay to do this. It really is not okay. Just hold on to your rubbish, pull it in your pocket, or find the nearest bin and pull it there. It doesn't hurt to just hold on to it for a minute or so longer until you find a bin. I hope this video has provided you with some more information on pollution that you may already not have known, or given you some more ideas on like recycling or stuff like that. But yeah, that's me for the video. That is my first episode done of the series. I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and say what part you did like or part you didn't like in the comments below. I'll definitely go check them out and try and put the positive comments or negative comments towards my next videos for the series. If there's anything in the environment that you want me to talk about, like recycling or stuff like that, put that in the comments as well, and I'll add it to the series, because this is obviously something that I just think of going, right, I'll talk about recycling this week and stuff like that. So it'll be great to talk about a topic that you guys want to learn about. But that's me for this week, so I'll see you next time. Bye.